orange, really tangerine-y, but super sweet, super not overly tangy. It's got enough of the tangerine tang, but not overly tangy. So good. One of the things I'm really excited about is the citrus that I have in the orchard, and I'd love to take you through that. Now, a couple of the things we're going to talk about, I'm going to show you the different cultivars or varieties that I've got in here, as well as a couple of the methods which you may not have seen before, like high density planting and some of these other things. So let's go take a look. So we've got a bunch of great varieties here. These are young trees. These are been in the ground now 3 years. You notice they've got these stems that are coming up, and they're going to be adding some height to the tree. Here's a Washington navel orange. Even on this little tree, look how many have popped up here. This here is our Cara orange, which is kind of a semi-blood orange. Really, really tasty, super sweet. Now you notice that I have these planted really close together. You know, this is a spin-off of the backyard orchard culture that Dave Wilson Nursery does with their stone fruit. And that is, you can do high density planting for the backyard grower, where you're not worried about commercial yields. You're just looking for enough for your family or for you and some friends. And you'll see that even more dramatically in like our tangerine, or over in the back there, our other citrus combo. Now, a lot of these other trees here have been cut way back, and we just took off the remainder of the leaves for the season. This here is our Tarocco blood orange. And this thing is growing. I'm really glad it's growing taller than just sprawling, because I didn't want it to take up too much room. I'd like for it to be taller than just sprawling. This is our Valencia orange, and for some reason it has not really shown to have much life. Not sure what that's about. Let's see over here. Here's our 3-in-1 tangerine planting. This little guy is called Honey. Honey tangerine has some of the best flavor and sweetness in this whole orchard. That one back there is our Gold Nugget variety, and that's really tasty as well. Those are starting to come on, and so I may crack one of those open in a bit. This here is our Satsuma, and Satsuma came and went. We ate it all, and it was super yummy. We're looking right now for something, a tangerine that is ready to go. What we want to look for, oh nice, 2 for 1. What we want to look for, this one's a little bit green yet. You want to look for a tangerine that doesn't really have any blush of green. Now it's amazing how when you pick it in your orchard, even if there's a little bit of green, you'll find that the taste is actually better than what you get in the store, because you're picking it so much closer to when you actually eat it. So I'm looking forward to trying this honey tangerine, and now to find a gold nugget. So what you'll see here is that the gold nugget is so easy to peel. You just pop it open, and it's got a real, hopefully this is getting in the shot here. It's super easy to peel. The honey's also easy to peel. Let's give this a shot, see how it tastes. Delicious. Ready to go. I'm gonna take this in for the kids, they're gonna love it. Now let's cut open one of these honey tangerines and see what we're looking at here. Let's see. A couple little seeds, but the flavor, my goodness. It's really tangerine-y. It doesn't taste like an orange, really tangerine-y, but super sweet, super not overly tangy. It's got enough of the tangerine tang, but not overly tangy. So good. And this thing is so loaded with fruit. But if you had asked me while it was green what color or how many fruit there were going to be on here, I probably would have told you 10, because that's all that was visible. But when they turn orange, you just see them pop up. Wow, it just looks so good. You can't even see them all. There are a bunch of them hiding over here, hiding over here. They're bunched down there, super yummy. Here you see we have our high density lemon lime combo. Here's a lemon tree, which has some nice looking fruit on it. Growing up, they're still green. It's amazing how they just appear. Here's our lime, and actually a couple of these are starting to turn yellow, so we're going to want to pick those and eat those. And now this thing is a really interesting one here. This is our Pomona Sweet Lemon, and while they're green right now, when they turn yellow, they end up having kind of a sweet, I don't even know how to describe the flavor. Very mild, not tangy at all. And I'm going to describe what this close planting stuff is all about. So you might be wondering, why am I planting 3 trees in the space of 1? And the main reason for that is because with this backyard orchard culture, the idea is that rather than having 1 tree that's taking up this space and giving me 400 lemons, I mean that's an awful lot of lemonade sales. Instead, I can have 3 different varieties, and that way when we need some lime, we've got it. When we want some of this sweet lemon, we can grab it, or regular lemons, we can grab them. And so this allows me to plant a whole lot more trees in the backyard here. Something interesting about where we're located here, our home was built back in the day. This all was lemon groves. So this stuff, out of anything, we know ought to be growing the best in this. And it is. It's fruiting, it's giving us the foliage is pretty healthy. We have some issues with things like leaf miner, and I'm not sure how visible this is going to be. Leaf miner is a situation, but these trees grow so vigorously and so well here, we haven't seen it affect any of the fruit production yet. And that's something easy to spray with an organic spray like spinosad. Hey Tim! Hey Tim! Well, I was going to give my neighbor this honey tangerine, but he's blowing his blower back there. He couldn't hear me, so. So what we've got here are here's a 2-in-1 planting. On this side are these things called grapefruit cocktail hybrid. And what these are these big grapefruit sized fruit. Right now the tree is so short that all of this stuff, a lot of it ends up sitting down on the mulch. And what they are is essentially like a non, sometimes grapefruit, I don't really like grapefruit because it's bitter. Have you had that experience? Where it's not, you don't like it because it's not all that sweet and it's a little bitter, but it has a tasty taste. What this is essentially all of the pluses of grapefruit without the liabilities. It's not bitter. It's not, unless you pick it too early. It's not bitter, and the taste is very, very sweet. Very juicy too. This is really yummy to put in a juicer. Tons of juice, thin-skinned. It's a little seedy. And over here is our Mineola Tangelo. Now, I don't know what the deal is. Last year this fruited, this year it didn't. And we had some weird weather, and you may notice some of these drip lines going throughout. We're rerouting our drip lines so that we can put them on individual zones. So that way the subtropical and citrus is on one zone, and then put some of the others on another. So that's what's going on.